unusual. Get off me. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, hello, everyone. Oh, wait. That was recorded, wasn't it? Well, I'm not going to apologize. Anyway, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Um, these next couple of videos are going to be short, and I'll explain why later. Anyway, so, yeah, where were we? Oh yeah, so last week, I had midterms. Midterms are fun. They're great. They're exciting. Except they swallow your soul. I would almost say they're worse than finals in a sense because they're like finals, but in the middle of the semester or quarter. Um, I find them very annoying. Uh, um, so yeah, I was scrambling hard last week because I had how many? Two midterms, and I just received back a paper. So um, so the first midterm went over pretty well. There were some people that were not happy with it. That's um, and then the second one was for my African politics class, and it was a two-question essay, and I wish I had more time because I feel I could have put way more into that midterm than I did, which is a shame. But yeah. Anyway, it was okay. Both of them were okay. I feel I did pretty good on them. If not, oh well, it'll be what it is. And then the paper I got back, I have to build on and turn into a 5,000 word essay due in by next Tuesday. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna try and crank that out. And then I have my Arabic midterm the week after we get back. I keep reference. So yeah, then I have that to look forward to. Oh, and I had an Arabic test the Friday before we left for this vacation, which brings me to what I'm doing now. So yeah, that was everything prior to going on vacation. As you can tell, I am not where I said I would be. I'm still on campus, and that's because travel plans fell through at the last minute, which was a drag, which means I'm stuck on campus unless me and whoever I can gather decide to go somewhere else for like a day trip or something like that. Other than that, I'm not going anywhere, and that really sucks. Um, so I'm stuck here on campus for 10 days. But I'm not complaining. I get the room to myself, which is always nice, and sleep and work on this massive bulk of homework. Which, by the way, most of you already know this, but apparently in academia, from middle school onward, when you get a vacation or a break, in the middle of a semester or quarter, professors and teachers tend to think, oh, that means they have free time to work on our stuff, and that's good, and we should impose that on them. And they do, because that's part of their job, and while we can blame them for it, they won't care. So, I ended up getting about 150 pages worth of reading to do, alongside of 2 units of Arabic to go over. The first one I'm about to finish after this video, and also a presentation due when I get back from my African politics class, alongside of that paper that I was talking about, 5,000 words, due on Tuesday when I get back. So yeah, fun time. So much for a vacation, right? I envy those of you who are watching this video that have taken the time to go on the vacation, but you probably didn't have much to do for homework, so good for you. You're lucky. So, for a brief moment, and to humor myself, I will show you something interesting to substitute the exotic scenes that you would have been seeing in this video if I had indeed gone on a vacation. So, that is a Moroccan trash can. Ain't it lovely? There are two more. There is a nice view of the tennis courts and the cafe restaurant, plus the soccer field. Library. Wait, no. Library. Other building. Library. Back to me. Yeah, so wasn't that just exciting and wonderful to look at? I'm not as pleased about it as you are, so shut up. Anyway, so yeah, that pretty much wraps up what I'm doing and what I will be doing this week. So I guess we'll go on to the cultural thing. This one is more not about. It does play into Moroccan culture a little bit, as a lot of you, some of you may know. A Moroccan couple, a teenage Moroccan couple, got arrested for taking a picture of them kissing in public. And this has sparked quite a bit of outrage. I'm not going to pretend or say I know enough about Moroccan culture to be a voice on it or anything like that, but I will say, just looking at from my background, my political background, and some slight cultural things, is that Morocco, from my understanding and from what I've seen, is not as heavy into Sharia law or Sharia law, and is not as fundamental in the teachings of Islam as some of the other parts of the Middle East and North Africa are. Comparison, Middle East, Egypt, Iran, etc. Did I say Middle East? I meant Saudi Arabia, my bad. So, in that sense, it's way more lenient here, religiously and politically, than it is in other parts of MENA, Middle East, North Africa. So that's why the arrest has sparked such outrage, in my opinion, is that it's not, Sharia law is not, is it? No, Sharia law is not as, due to colonial influences in Morocco's political and bureaucratic system and public law, it doesn't play as big of a role as it does in other Islamic countries. So that's why there's this outrage about it, is that it's this couple, for really, even by that's so by modern moderate standards, really didn't do anything wrong, except maybe upset a married couple from the 50s. Oh, Charles, there are young people kissing. Oh, shut up, Harriet. Stuff like that. But by Islamic standards, there's not supposed to be, again, my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, please, that there shouldn't be that kind of public display between a man and a woman, even if they are married. It's highly discretioned against. So, which is, and again, playing it back into this thing, is why this couple got arrested when they by Western standards, they didn't do anything wrong. But by Islamic standards, fundamental Islamic standards, they did. But the question arises, given the tolerant nature of Moroccan culture and its colonial influences, you have the question is begged: was the arrest necessary, and how far does Sharia law and Islam play a part in the policies of the Moroccan government. Now, gonna, I'm not gonna say anything about the Moroccan government or anything like that. Disclaimer: I say nothing about that. But publicly, the Moroccan culture is Islamic, and in certain areas, it varies. In the southern area, it's more Islam, a lot more conservative than it is in north. So basically, in like Tangier, Tangier going down the coastline to Rabat and Casablanca tends to be a little more liberal, a little more moderate. But then when you get to the older cities like Meknes, Marrakesh, down south towards the Algerian border, uh, and down near the Western Sahara. Again, not saying anything about that. You tend to get more conservative folks. So I forget where the picture was taken and where the arrests happen, but from my understanding, is that well, I guess not my understanding. I guess my viewpoint is more in the form of a question: is that where's the fine line in the Moroccan culture and Moroccan society? What was that? Sorry, the fine line in Moroccan society, culture, and policies is where does Sharia law and is Islamic traditions and teachings begin, and when does the modern westernized part of the society, or sorry, where does the, I guess, flip it, where does the modern part of the modern westernized part of society begin, and where does the Sharia law and Muslim traditions, Islamic traditions begin? I guess that would be the question I would pose, and when that question gets answered, we can then figure out why the arrests were made and whether or not the arrests should have been made. I understand this is treading water. This is touching some sensitive grounds, but I think these questions are ones that should be asked, given the reforms that happened in the wake of the Arab awakening, and in the sense that Morocco is one of the more westernized, one of the more modern Islamic nations on the planet, and has kept that balance very well. So I guess with this recent arrest, this recent public display, or however you want to call it, is again just one of those moments where the question must be asked of where's the line. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my take on it. I'm not going to make a judgment call or a verdict or anything like that on the arrests, or whether or not the couple was in their rights or whatever, because that's not my place as a foreigner here to study, and as American, because I'm not Moroccan. So I can only make a judgment call as a political scientist, and that judgment call is the question I posed of where's the fine line. So announcements again. These next two videos will be short because again, I'm not doing much aside from homework and studying and staying on campus. And again, I'm sorry that the trip didn't plan out. I really wanted to go and bring this with me and show all of you more of Morocco outside of this little bubble here that is Ifran and Akhawayn University, which is, everyone will tell you, is not Morocco. So I wish, hopefully next time, because there is another vacation coming up 2 weeks after we get back in November. And by that time, hopefully, I will have a more concrete plan figured out, and we'll be able to go other places and and show you, all of you, more of Morocco, so that you are better acquainted with it and more culturally or where, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I gotta go back and finish this Arabic homework so it does not occupy the rest of my night. Alright, I will see all of you later. Maka salama.